Alright, what I'd like you guys to do is please go ahead and take out your note card. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an assignment. And the purpose of this assignment is for you guys to go ahead and keep this in your folder. Alright, because like I said, we're going to have these green folders. And you guys are going to look at these green folders every day. So I want to give you something that you can go ahead and look at. Every day when you go and pick up the folder, you're going to be able to look at this. Alright, now I'm going to originally collect this because I want to kind of get to know you guys, because I'm going to see you guys every day. So it's going to be a fun year. But what I want to do is this, I want this to be a personal assignment for you guys. Okay, I want, when you guys are writing, I don't want you to write, to me, I want you to write to yourself. Because this is something you guys are going to look at every single day when you guys see it. You're going to open it up and you're going to see exactly what you wrote. Alright? Now I know this is the first day and I know a lot of you guys do not really know me. And if you want to go ahead and open up with some things, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, everything is confidential. But if you kind of feel a little bit uneasy, because obviously, guys, it's going to be a long year, we're going to get to know each other, just, write whatever feels comfortable for you. And you can always add on to it or edit it. Like I said, you guys are going to see this every single day. So the first thing I'd like you guys to go and do is write, what is something you have failed at and how did you respond? All right? And the purpose of this question, and I'm actually going to go through these again, but I'm just going to give a quick description and then allow you guys to write. What is something you failed at and how did you respond? Why is that such an important question? Well, because guys, life is about failures. You're going to fail at things that you do. And you have to be able to understand, the big part, how are you going to respond? What are you going to do next? That's the most important thing. Failure is not the problem. It's what you do after failure that's going to be the most problem. And I know a lot of you guys have had struggles in math. A lot of you have. But what are you going to do next? How are you going to fix that problem? That's why that's such an important question. So write down any kind of failure you've had in your life. It does not have to be about math. It could be about, I don't know, helping out a friend or starting a lemonade stand. I don't care. Just think about something that you tried to do that you wanted to get an expectation out of and it failed. It did not happen. You tried to throw a party for your friend, or you tried to have, have a whole bunch of people have a party for you and nobody showed up. What happened that you failed at, and then how did you respond? What was the next thing you said to yourself or the next thing you did? All right, you guys can write down things. I'm just going to move through this really quickly. Number 2, if you could take back one decision in your life, what would it be? The reason why I'm asking you guys this question, I'm asking you to write this down, is I want you guys to start thinking about, we all make decisions through our life. Some of them have positive results, some of them have negative results, all right? Think about a decision that you've made that you'd like to go ahead and take back, all right? Like I said, guys, I know you can kind of get, pretty personal with this. Remember, I do plan on reading these, but just try to think of something that, and the reason why I asked this question is I want you guys to personally reflect on your life. Your life is made about decisions that you're going to make. So reflect on decisions that you've made and reflect on what happened with those results. All right? What I'd like you guys to do is reflect on something that you'd like to change. It doesn't have to be something that's big. I didn't say it's a bad decision, but tell me a decision that you'd probably like to take back. Something that when you made the choice to do something and then the consequence was not what you desired. Okay? So think of a decision that you would take back. Number 3, we're going to get a little somber here. All right, I apologize. But number 3 says, if you died tomorrow but were allowed one phone call, who would you call and what would you say? I do not want to open any wounds for anybody in here. I understand you guys all have a lot of personal information, personal issues. All right, so please bear with me. But this question is important because I want you guys, when you look into that book, I want you to see, who are the important people in your life. Who would you call? Who would you say? Is it your relatives, your immediate family, your friends, somebody that's really meant a lot to you? Just think of somebody, somebody. Who would you call? What would you want them to know? What would you tell them? All right. Think about, if you just had one last phone call to call somebody, what would you want to say? And the important thing about this, guys, like I said, I want you guys to open up this, and when you're looking at this every day, this is something that's like, this is why I'm living my life. This is every single day. You got to be reminded of, if things ended, you got to be reminded of, what really means the most to you. All right. Number 4, what motivates you? And this is an extremely important question, guys. You're going to come through days that it's going to be very tough to go to Mr. McLogan's Algebra 1 class or Mr. McLogan's Algebra 2 class. There's going to be very tough days that you're not going to wake up and go to class or go to school. All right, what motivates you to do things you want to? I'm not saying what motivates you to come to school, but what motivates you to do the things that you do. All right, what is it in life that you want? Do you want to be successful? Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be famous? Do you want to have a core group of friends around you? Do you want to have loving family surround you? What is it that motivates you to keep on doing the things that you want to do? All right, do you want to be the smartest person alive? What is it that you want out of life? What is motivating you inside here? All right. That's what I want to get from you. I want you to look at that every single day and say, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I hate doing something repetitive, but my end goal, what I want to achieve in my life is to do this. And this is what's going to motivate me to get to that point. And the last one, this is number 5, kind of relates to number 3. It says, describe who you want to be. How do you want people to describe you? And this is very important. This kind of goes back to, let's say it's the next day, you've died, you're looking up, you're looking at your funeral, and you're looking down, you're saying, what do you want people to say? What do you want to be remembered as? All right? And the reason why, again, we're writing this one down is, I want you guys, who are you? If you don't know who you are, how are you going to be the person you want to be? How are you going to act the way you want to act? This is a great question to write down. This is who I want to be. This is how I want people to know me as. This is what I want people to say about me. And if you don't write this problem down, or you don't tell yourself who you are, how are you going to act every day on how you want to be? Does that make sense to people? I want to know who you want to be. How do you want to act? How do you want to behave? How do you want people to look at you? When they go and look and say, oh, that person was a great, loving, caring person. That person always made me laugh. How do you want to be remembered? And we write this so you, every single day, guys, I want you to be working towards, oh, you know what? I failed. I responded that way. I know that I want to respond to my next failure this way. Reflect on that. The next one, decisions in your life, taking back things. Okay, when I make a decision, I always want to think of all the different things that can go right and the things that can go wrong. Again, it's kind of systematic. Think about your thinking process. Number 3, who is most important in your life? Every day, you guys got to remember who is the most important thing. A lot of times, it's not you. Number 4, again, you guys are going to look at this. What is motivating you? Why are you doing what you're doing? All right? What's making you drive? What's driving you to do things? Come on now. And number 5, what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Man, I knew this was going to mess up my videos.
Starting at 154 and